Hello everybody, how y'all doing today? How is YouTube? Hope y'all doing good. This is Leo, as you know. Probably follow the channel, I'm guessing you know that. As usual, we have something unusual. This one right here, this one kind of came about as a surprise. Heather and I had contacted, this is the old U.S. Post Office and Courthouse here in Williamson, West Virginia, right in town. And I was actually on my way to do a different story. And we had contacted them. They have something here that we wanted to see, wanted to show you guys. And Heather, she's been at home. She's editing her little heart out. We've been working on one. She's been working on one for about 4 or 5 days now that I think anyway could be one of our best videos to date. But I figured I'd get out and go get something. I had something in mind, you know, get out of her hair, let her work a little bit. I had something in mind, so I get the ATV out. You know, it's pretty hot today, so I figured I'd just take it, you know, just so y'all know, those of you who don't know, here in Williamson, West Virginia, our hometown, we have the Hatfield-McCoy Trail System here. And you can buy a trail pass. It's $50 if you're out of state, $26.50 if you're, you know, in state. And you can drive, you know, anything you want. You know, ATVs, side-by-sides, dirt bikes. You know, you can drive anything you want right on the roads. And, you know, as you can see, the police are cool with it. You know, there's one sitting, you know, 25 feet from my ATV. You know, it's perfectly legal. But anyway, like I said, I was actually on the track of a completely different story, one that required off-road vehicle, you know, obviously needed the ATV or the side-by-side, and it's hot today, so the ATV won. Anyway, I get headed down this way, and Heather calls me. My phone starts ringing, and it's Heather. She says, the Truman Chafin Law Office, that's who owns the building, we contacted them about coming down here. And she calls me, like I said, she calls me and says that the Truman Chafin's Law Office just called, and they said that you can come down today if you're available and check this place out. I told her I'm on my way. I'll drop what I'm doing. We can do that later. I'm on my way. So here we are. I just pulled in, gassed up the weed eater. ATV, it's not really a weed eater, it's a joke. It's a really cheap ATV. It's got like 10,000 miles on it though, so hey, you can't beat that. I gave $4 grand for it, brand new off showroom floor. It's a CF Moto 18, got almost 11,000 miles on that puppy. Zero issues. Awesome little ride. Anyway, I'm gonna enough about the ATV. I'm gonna go in here and, you know, track everybody down, see where I'm going, see who I need to get in contact with, and I want to show y'all something really cool. Now, back in the day, there was the old courthouse, and I'm going to show you some of Williamson in an upcoming video. You know, this is my hometown. I know this one, you know, really well. But the Coal House, some of you may have heard about, it's right up here on the right, and that's the old courthouse right there. And there used to be the old clock tower in it and all that, Mingo County, you know, courthouse. This was a federal courthouse, and I thought there was a date on here, but I'm sure we'll find out when we get inside. It's a really old building. It's been here for a long time, and there have been a lot of federal cases, you know, which it's been out of service for decades now. And we wanted to see the old jail. This is the old jail here, the federal courthouse and jail. And you can tell by the old posts, you know, how old this is. Those posts probably date back to the 40s. But anyway, like I said, they have an old jail here that I wanted to see, wanted to show you guys. And from my understanding, the jail has been converted into a small kitchenette. So the kitchen is in the jail. The law firm, from my understanding, you know, we'll find out in a minute, my understanding, the law firm uses the jail as their kitchen, and they have a dinette and, you know, and all this kind of stuff is actually in the old jail cell. So this should be really cool. And we'll get back to, if I have time, I'll go finish the other video afterward. If I have enough memory on this card left and have a little bit of time left, I'll go do the other ones too. Anyway, all right, let's get to it. Let's go see who we got to find and see what we got to do. Hope you guys like this. Should be cool. Now, this is the lobby, and as you can see, it's Williamson's post office now, and has been since I was a little kid. But he is, let's see, second floor. Okay, show you something real fast. Just take a second. 1421. That was Mom's mailbox for decades. I used to come over here all the time. I've opened that little box 1,000 times. I just thought I'd show you that. All right, we're gonna head upstairs now. He's on the second floor. It looks like the stairs were added later, maybe modified. You can see how it kind of comes up in front of the window. Look at that. The gate. No doubt from the courthouse days. Second floor. Okay, I'm gonna turn the camera off till I go in and introduce myself and all this good stuff. You know, a lot of people do that. They just walk up on you. To me, it's a little bit rude. You know, just walk up on someone and stick a camera in their face. Yeah. So, you know, I know a lot of YouTubers do it, but I just can't bring myself to do that. So, anyway. Guys, you're not going to believe who I just found. I came up here, and the nice young ladies escorted me back here. This is Senator Truman Chafin, and he's going to actually show us around a little bit. Can you imagine that? We got the man himself is going to show us around a hair. After you, sir.
Welcome to the United States Courthouse and Post Office here in Williamson, West Virginia. The reason I'm here with my law office today is back in 1977 we had a major flood here in Mingo County, and my office was across the street and everything was flooded. And of course I was in the Senate at that time, a Senate Majority Leader, and Senator Robert C. Byrd called me and says, Truman, I'm going to put you and your office over into the second floor of the courthouse where the U.S. District Court Judge used to be. So that's where I am now. And you can see right up here, see the picture up there of me and Senator Byrd and Senator Rockefeller in that picture right there?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I am introducing him here in Williamson for a rally, and he was a dear friend, of course, and he wanted to make sure everybody, you know, had a place to go. But this courthouse has been redone, and this is the U.S. District Judge's office. And I think they tried the last criminal murder case here about 1958, and as a result of this, I'll show you when they had a dangerous murder case or a criminal, the judge would sometimes use this holding cell right here.
That's it.
To lock people up. And you can see I got a key for it.
That's amazing. I love that.
Jail. There's a U.S. safe. We still have a combination too. It's huge. It's as secure as any national bank around here. Okay?
Really?
And
I love this. This is awesome.
They were bringing people out here for trial in our courtroom. And as you can see, I told you, I think the last murder case was here was in 1958. But they used the rental benches, the rental doors and woodwork.
Oh my God.
The rental judge's bench up there, the jury box you can see for 12.
Wow.
And
I got goosebumps.
We came back through here, and we made a lot of files and legal stuff out of it now, of course. But come back here. Of course, this was the jury room where everybody had their fate decided in here. I mean, a lot of big trials over the years for
I can
people's
imagine.
life and death were decided in this room right here.
Yeah, I can imagine.
Okay, but anyway, I was part of the renovation, we made law offices out of all these in here, okay?
Uh-huh.
And this is my wife, Letitia.
Hello.
She was president of the West Virginia State Bar for a while, and I was telling him how Senator Byrd got us in this office after the big flood. And then, as you can see, I told you I was in the Senate for many years. Each year we would have, my first year we'd start in the Senate, we'd take photos every 2 years, and we sort of keep it to remind everybody of all those, okay?
That's amazing.
And then back here we have some more, a lot of Senate pictures. It gives you the years, you know, 94, 96, 8, all that. And my good friend Earl Ray Tomlin, of course, was Senate President, and I was Majority Leader. And we ran the Senate, and he became governor, of course, and for one term. And then good friend Oshel Crago was finance chair. He and I brought a lot of money to Mingo County, or at least we tried to, for the DMV building and the NHR. So we've enjoyed having this special building as our little office. It's very historic.
It is. It's beautiful.
Really, it's a beautiful.
Do you know what year it was built?
You know, I don't. I should find that out. We should be able to research that, but I'm sure it was back in the 1900s early. Maybe earlier than that.
Yeah, I was looking out front. The posts look like they're 40s, something like that. The light posts.
You might be able to figure it out. But a lot of history, a lot of people's fates have been decided in here, and hopefully we've helped a lot of people. And a lot of big cases came through my office too. Okay, still coming through.
Yeah, I know. You've been around for a long time.
Yeah.
I can remember when I was a little kid. I can remember hearing your name.
I was the longest serving Senate Majority Leader. I served 32 straight years, and
really,
that's kind of a record for being that long.
That's quite a record. That is
Thanks
quite
for
a
coming
record.
by. Okay.
Thank you, sir. Very much appreciate your time. Thank you very, very much.
Let me know.
All right, may I look at the courtroom some more?
Yeah.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
You want a glass of water or anything? You good, Jay?
Oh yeah, I'm good. Thank you. I've got some outside. Thank you.
Come on in. Yeah. I'd like to get the window treatment a little better. We got some plans to do that and put the red carpet back in like it should be.
Yeah.
Okay. That's haven't done yet, but it's in the works. Okay.
Thank you. Thank you. Wow, this is beautiful. Was this the witness stand, you think, maybe? Were you testified? It certainly looks like there's been a lot of people stand on this. Look at that. Now it's faded out in the middle. Wow. Some real old history here, guys. Look at the old light switches. I noticed that earlier as we walked through the old push button light switches. The old wiring is still intact. Look at that. How they used to do this kind of stuff back in the day.
Hey, Bill, are you filming?
Yes.
Because I don't want. The only thing I ask is if you don't get any of our legal documents.
Oh Lord, no. No. I just the wiring.
So the burlap is for sound, and the same with the court floors.
Oh, I was wondering about that.
So when they had court in here, which I don't think it's been in here since the early '60s, was the last time there was officially court in here. That's why you see the burlap and you see the court floors. It was to keep the sound down for court purposes. And about 10 years ago, a postmaster from Philadelphia called our postmaster and said he wanted to take all this woodwork and all the benches and everything out for a judge in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And our postmaster stopped him and said, no, this is historic.
I can imagine.
Mingo
Yeah,
County.
definitely.
I mean, you couldn't recreate the paneling and
No,
it's just beautiful.
The benches alone, my God,
Yeah,
those
the benches are awesome.
they're beautiful, aren't they? Could you imagine the work that went into
These are
that?
like the big old desks.
Oh, I
that
didn't even
everybody
notice
had,
that.
That there are two sides to them. See they're really not functionable anymore. The drawers don't really work.
Why did they have two sides?
I don't know. I guess they would have somebody working here and somebody
Oh,
working here.
okay.
and
I
they
get
should.
it. I get it.
Yeah. And I think he told you this was the judge's office.
Yes.
And then this was the judge's bathroom.
Oh,
which
really?
we now use for like a storage. Yeah.
The judge's bathroom, huh?
Yeah.
He had a view.
He had a view. Yeah.
So what was the thing in the center of the room? Is that where the witness? The wood.
No, I think
Wood flooring right there.
I think this was for the court reporter. I think the witness. I'm pretty sure this was for the court reporter who would be taking down what's happening, and I think the witness would come up and be right here. There's like steps here that actually come out. I mean, they.
Okay. Yeah. I see it now.
I think that was sort of here. So the judge would sit there, or maybe the witness was there and the court reporter was up here. But
Yeah, I noticed the thing on the floor here. It was kind of.
oh, this?
Yeah.
This is from Truman's office, and it's where his desk chair used to roll. see, the cork is so old that it has holes in it now, and so we try to put mats over the holes so people won't trip on it.
Yeah.
And there's probably a big hole in the cork under here.
Okay.
That's what that's for.
See, I assumed this was something to do with witnesses.
No,
I even mentioned, wow, look at the wear pattern. So he's actually used that for a while. He's had that in his office a long time, didn't he?
He did, yes.
There's a lot of that thing. Probably seen a lot of work get done, huh?
Yes. that was handmade. You know, now they have like these really cheap plastic ones.
Oh yeah.
But that one was his original one. And sometimes if we have a case, we bring people up and put them in the bench, and we sort of stand up here and tell our story, and they give us feedback about our case. So we put them in the jury box.
Really?
Because that's where the jury sits.
Really?
Yeah.
That is amazing, though. The echo in here, there's a little bit of an echo. It just sounds cool, doesn't it?
Well, and that's, I'm sure, why the burlap.
Probably, yeah. The big room.
Big room.
This is amazing, though. The woodwork is just...
And then there's, I'll show you one last thing.
And the doors back there. My God.
Yeah, so fun. So fun, yeah. This, there's one in the other room, but this one you can actually see because it's not locked. There's 2 safes.
Uh-huh.
And this one's used as a storage.
That is really cool.
Yeah, and I don't think the lock works on it, so we don't.
Yeah, we best not lock that one then,
No,
huh?
but the other one by the jail, did you notice it? Did he point it out to you?
He pointed it out. He mentioned it.
It
yes.
actually works, but only Truman knows how to open it, and it's...
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like the old-fashioned...
Yeah,
But
tumblers.
when you open it, it's just like that other one. I was telling him this actually works. It's like Yeah.
They keep a lot of bunch of problem-day clients in there.
Yeah.
This was the holding cell, because when they had a federal criminal trial, they would be held here before they got taken into the courtroom.
So is this the full size of the cell? Is this how big it was?
Yep.
It's holding cell.
Okay.
It's just a holding cell.
Yeah.
So you wouldn't be sentenced.
Right.
You just be-
Okay.
Like if you're
Waiting
on
for
trial,
court.
they might put you here while you're waiting for court.
Okay. Yeah, that's convenient. Right across the hall too. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think he may have told you, but in the '77 flood, this was, I think, on the 3rd floor is where you came to apply for flood benefits.
Really, I remember
Yeah.
the '77 flood. I sure do.
Yeah.
I remember that. But that cell is amazing. That is just so wild looking.
Yeah.
And y'all did the detail that y'all did. It looks great.
Thanks.
I mean, it's like a kitchen in jail.
Yes. Everybody who comes in here, including all of our kids and our kids' friends, and, you know, defense attorneys, everybody, we put them behind the.
Yeah.
You'll have. Why don't you give me your camera? You get behind, or here,
Yeah,
get a
there you
picture
go.
of you.
There you go.
Here. Wait, you
like
gotta
the-
shut the door.
like the
Now put your
kitchen.
hands. Yeah, there you go. There's one suspicious guy. There you go. Everybody has to have a picture of the jail.
I'm innocent, y'all.
Okay, we believe you. Yeah, there's and almost every governor up to Earl Ray Tomlin, I think, was here for political rallies. So we used to have, I mean, Jay Rockefeller's been in here, Bob Wise, Underwood,
Really?
Joe Manchin, I'm trying to think of Gaston Caperton. Yeah, we'd have, you know, political parties in here, and so they would come up and we'd, of course, clean things up and have it organized. So, it's fun.
Guys, this is awesome. Thank
Yeah,
you. Thank you
you're
guys very,
welcome.
very much.
It's our tax dollars, and we try to do a nice job keeping it, you know.
It looks awesome. The woodwork is spectacular.
Yeah,
And the old benches, and I mean, it's just amazing. And the old doors, just the doors, the old 6-panel doors, those are amazing.
I'm 100% sure they don't make things like that anymore.
No, they
So,
really don't, do they?
They do not.
They really do not.
In fact, there's no elevator to get up here.
I noticed that. I noticed that the way the stairs, you can see the way they go in front of the window. It looks like they might have been, modified, added later, something like that.
No, I think they were always part of the building.
Oh, were they original?
But it's just it predated the necessity of handicap accessibility.
True,
So if we
true.
have a client that can't make up the stairs, we're always go down and meet them.
Yeah, I have to go somewhere
Yeah,
else.
there's one elevator that is here, and it's in this door, but it's only for mail to take it from the bottom floor to the other. And then every once in a while, we'll be sitting in here, and somebody will come out of here.
Uh-huh.
And this is where the postal inspectors come in and sit and watch to make sure nobody's
Right.
doing anything nefarious. with
Yeah.
mail. But we never know they're there. Then
Really?
They just pop up. Yeah. Have you ever seen them come out of here? Yeah. Yeah. They don't do it as much anymore because there's almost no money. But they used to come on a regular basis, and you'd just be sitting there typing, and then the door would open, and you'd be like, what? And didn't somebody the other day call for help? They were stuck in the elevator?
Yeah, they were stuck in the elevator.
Uh-oh.
Yeah. Anyway, there's nothing we can do because it's locked. And so, anyhow, yeah, anytime you want to come up and look around, for our office is open, feel free to come on in.
Thank you. Thank you very much. I
Yeah,
very much
Tish Chafin,
appreciate
yeah.
you. Thank you.
Okay.
And your husband as well.
Yeah.
This will be on, it's called the Hillbilly Files. So on YouTube.
Oh, okay.
And this will be up probably a day or two, something like that.
Okay.
We were doing another story today, and my wife, we had called earlier about coming down here.
Uh-huh.
And I was on my way to do another story, and my wife called and said, hey, they just called from, Chafin's law office. You can go get that today if you want. I said, I'm on my way.
And Truman told you he's related to Ellison, right?
Really?
Ellison Hatfield is his grandfather?
We're distant relatives then. We are distant relatives
I'm
then.
pretty sure. You'll have to ask him about that. Yeah,
Yeah.
but he's related to Ellison Hatfield.
Yeah, we are distant relatives then.
So, when I ran for Supreme Court, they had Hatfield McCoy days, and I was on the tug of war across the tug for the Hatfields, and the McCoys beat us.
Uh-oh.
But they had the high ground, so it really wasn't fair.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
McCoy's.
But anyway,
and
I
McCoy's.
got drug into the river.
And McCoy's is always cheating.
They're always cheating.
Letitia,
Yeah, it was a
thank you
pleasure
very
meeting you.
much.
Take
Thank
care.
you. You guys have a great day.
Okay, well, we'll tune in and check it out.
All right, thanks.
All right,
thanks. How cool was that?
You didn't tell me you were related to Ellison.
That was really cool. Oh, hi. Sorry. Please see Caitlin first before going down the hallway. This was cool. This was absolutely cool. I love this. Okay, cool. All right, guys. I guess I'm gonna turn the camera off and get on out here. I've still yet got another story to go get. And there's my ATV sitting over there waiting on me. So I'm gonna get out of here, guys. We'll talk to you a little bit later. Y'all have a good day. Leo out.